I'm very focused. I'm not speaking for government. I'm letting the world know what we're doing under the Tinubu's administration. As Minister of Federal Capital Territory, I owe a duty to let the public know what is happening within the territory, what we are about to do, and what we are going to do in future. It is my responsibility. I'm not a spokesperson for the government. I'm not talking about the federal government. I'm talking about the activities of the ministry of the Federal Capital Territory. If I don't do, whose responsibility? Again, he talked about exclusion. He talked about somebody and vaccines. We're all human beings. Anybody can fall sick any day, anytime. But it's unfortunate too, I never felt sick to be flown abroad. So these are things you don't need to pay attention to. And then somebody saying that, oh, the president has banned me from having a media chat. It is the same junk news that you carry. Who is responsible of this? The same man who's been collecting money from people, and then Nigerians are listening to him. Oh, Sahara reporters carry this and that. How will President ban you of letting people know, letting the public know of what the administration is doing, particularly as it pertains to the FCT territory? So it's not everything you read or whatever you hear, you begin to take it serious.
But does it mean that you will enjoy some special place with Mr. President, in the heart of Mr. President, such that you are about the only minister that is showcasing the achievements of
I don't want to say that. Everybody has their style.
Do you have the permission of the president to be doing what?
Do you need to go and apply to Mr. President that I want to tell the public what we are doing? In most cases, the president will, by the time the president is even watching and knowing what you are doing, they begin to even rate you and begin to say, look, I didn't know you were doing this, I thought you were doing this, so I think we should do it this way. Right? So it is not whether you are the president's mind or this and that. No, it is your responsibility. You owe the public to tell them, look, this is what we are doing. If you don't do that, it is the same you that will complain that what's happening, nobody knows what's going on. Now we are doing that. And people are saying, oh, why is it telling everybody what it's doing? It is our responsibility. It is our job. And we continue to do that. We would have done it since. But because of activities, 20 days fully occupied. And we say by the time we finish the 20 days, then we take our monthly media check. We must brief the public every month of what we are doing.
Honorable Minister, talking about what you are doing, you just mentioned 20 days of projects, flagging off of projects. In terms of, what you've done in the past 2 years, we've seen that it's not just about flagging off projects, it's about timelines and commissioning them later. Are we going to be looking at some of these things come up in the next year again?
Not if we are not getting to next year. We are not going to get to next year. Yes, obviously, I have said here, in the 3rd year anniversary of Mr. President, there will be a line of activities that we have to, carry out. But before next year, there are also projects we have, we've lined up that we have to, that we think should be completed, and then we have to commission. Like you said, 20 days is not 2 days. 20 days of stop from Monday till Friday, from Monday till Friday. That shows that things are happening under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As pertains to FCT, where the responsibility has been given to I and the Minister of State. I'm sure you are done from how could 20 days. One project, the other, commissioning, flagging off. It has never happened. It has never happened. And we would have continued, but we'll say, look, let's take a break. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Now that will be focused purely on what we have done or what we are doing in the education sector.
All right, Honorable Minister, we've seen an influx of beggars into the Federal Capital Territory. indiscriminate motor parks coming up. And people are asking also, when are the new bus stations in Kubo and Mabushi going to come in place? And then the issues of open grazing too within the capital territory. How soon will you be, dedicating attention to all of this?
I will talk about the influx of beggars, and I will not talk about the controversial. You said that here before. I said that is the issue of national security. Now, let's talk about the influx of beggars. I've told you that Abuja is at the center of how many states? Everybody wants to move down to Abuja. And you don't have that right to say, look, somebody should not move from Kaduna to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Niger to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Lokoja to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Nasarawa to Abuja. It's a big problem for us. But we're doing all the best we can to say, look, we have to send them back. But everywhere you do, they still come back. And then people say, okay, why not get a place where you keep them? But it's not our responsibility. If you do that, then you're opening the floodgates of where everybody, wherever you are, will now say, look, Abuja is where we can go, and then they provide accommodation or shelter. It's a big problem for us. But we're doing all we can to see that we reduce that influx. When you say indiscriminate, we have to tell ourselves the truth. One of the reasons why we started building this bus terminal is because of the indiscriminate motor parks and the rest of it. So it is not as if that this indiscriminate taxi and motor parks started as we came. One of the reasons why we try why we are fighting that is to build these bus terminals and taxis. We have operational problem, but it don't sorted out. I believe, by the grace of God, before the end of the year, that will fully, start the operation of those bus terminals. But that does not mean that will stop it. No, but it will reduce until we build more bus terminals and taxis.
Let me take you up very quickly as a follow-up on the question he asked with national security, with the cattle grazing. I know that at the last media chat, you did say that it was a question of national security, and that if the national security advisor were to get involved, then perhaps we might be able to get a solution to it. Have there been any discussions in that regard?
Yes, the discussions are going on, and in fact, the Minister of Livestock, we have tried to provide where some of these cows will be taken to and what we call ranching. And they're also involved in talking to Tiala and those other stakeholders. That's why I said it's not something you can just come up to say, look, it has a lot of implications. And that's why I said it's a national security issue. I believe in the near future that will be sorted out. But the Minister of Livestock is collaborating with us and other security agencies to see that this is put to rest.
What sort of solutions are you thinking of?
The only thing you can do is only ranching. The only you can do other than doing ranching. That's the only solution. That's the only solution.
All right, Honorable Minister, let me take you up on the issue of waste management, which is something that we've spoken about on this chat over and over again. You have said that it's a very tricky issue as well, because a number of small operators who are not very competent have been the ones handling it. What exactly is now happening in terms of getting more competent hands?
After this conference, we have our FCT and the council, and the contracts will be awarded this afternoon.
The contract for waste management?
Yes, we
Is it all over the city?
Yes. This afternoon, that will be sorted out. We have our FCT committee meeting by 12 noon today. So the process of contract has been done, and that will be awarded today.
Let's talk about
so that will take care of your question. Yes.
Let's talk about Guaripa and Lube. They appear not to be getting attention from you, as in.
How do you? Why do you say they are not getting? Are you living in Lube? Are you living in Guaripa? Why say that they are not getting attention? What attention do you want us to give them?
The state of roads. Some of us will live there. The state of roads. You know.